Most people spend their lives trying to fit in. They look around and ask themselves, what is everyone else doing? They copy the crowd. They follow trends. They chase approval. They live according to other people's expectations. And in the process, they lose themselves. But there is a creature that teaches a different lesson. A creature so small that most people never stop to study it. A creature that doesn't roar like a lion. It doesn't fly like an eagle. It doesn't run like a cheetah. Yet it possesses a power that many humans never develop. The spider. The spider does not compare itself to any other creature. It doesn't wake up wishing it were a bird. It doesn't envy the speed of a horse. It doesn't complain that it cannot swim like a fish. It simply focuses on what it was created to do. Every day the spider builds, patiently, carefully, deliberately, thread by thread. Most people fail because they spend too much time looking at others. The spider succeeds because it focuses on its own assignment. And maybe that's your problem. Maybe you've spent too much time comparing your journey to someone else's. You've looked at their success, their achievements, their opportunities, their blessings. And now you've started questioning your own worth. But listen carefully. You were never created to be them. You were never designed to walk their path. You were never assigned their purpose. You are not like the others. You have a different calling, a different journey, a different story. And just because your path looks different doesn't mean you're going in the wrong direction. Look at the spider's web. Have you ever noticed how fragile it appears? A single sweep of a broom can destroy it. A strong wind can tear it apart. A careless foot can erase hours of work. Yet the spider never quits. The next morning it starts again. No complaints, no excuses, no self-pity. Just work, again and again and again. How many dreams have people abandoned because of one setback? How many goals have died because of one rejection? How many destinies have been buried because things didn't happen fast enough? The spider teaches us something powerful. Your ability to begin again is greater than your last failure. Read that again. Your ability to begin again is greater than your last failure. The world may destroy your work. People may misunderstand your vision. Life may interrupt your plans. But if you still have the courage to start again, then you have not lost. The spider never waits for perfect conditions. It starts where it is, with what it has. And that's exactly what you need to do. Stop waiting. Stop postponing your purpose. Stop telling yourself you'll start when everything becomes perfect. Perfect conditions rarely exist. The spider understands this. That's why it keeps building. Even in uncertainty, even in danger, even when no one is watching. And here's another lesson. The spider creates value from within itself. Think about that. The web comes from the spider, not from the environment, not from other animals, not from outside approval, from within. Many people are waiting for someone to give them value, waiting for recognition, waiting for validation, waiting for permission. But your greatest gift is already inside you. Your ideas, your creativity, your talent, your vision, your resilience. Everything you need to begin is already there. The spider doesn't borrow another creature's abilities. It uses what it already possesses, and that's why it stands out. Not because it's the biggest, not because it's the strongest, not because it's the loudest, but because it understands its uniqueness. The truth is, the world doesn't reward imitation. It rewards authenticity. The people who change history are rarely the people who fit in. They're the people who embrace what makes them different. The people who dare to be themselves. The people who refuse to shrink their gifts just to make others comfortable. The people who understand that their uniqueness is not a weakness, it is their advantage. The spider never apologizes for being a spider, and you should never apologize for being who you are. You don't have to think like everyone else. You don't have to look like everyone else. You don't have to live like everyone else. You were created differently for a reason, so stop comparing. Stop doubting. Stop hiding. Build your life. Build your vision. Build your future. And if life tears it down, build again. If people laugh, build again. If you fail, build again. If the world says it can't be done, build again. Because one day, the same people who overlooked, you will look at what you've built and wonder how you did it. And the answer will be simple. You stopped trying to be like everyone else. You embraced who you were. You discovered your purpose. And like the spider, you kept building, thread by thread, day by day, until the impossible became reality. Remember this. The spider's power is not in its size. Its power is in its persistence. And your greatness will never come from being like others. It will come from becoming fully, unapologetically, and courageously yourself. And that is your greatest strength.